Good to go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is the third of our series of videos. At the very first video, we covered whether business coaching is a cost and an investment. Then we went on to discuss about how what actually happens in a business coaching. And today we're going to cover what are the different stages of a business and how can business coaching help in each of these stages. Now, broadly, we can cover the life cycle of a business into three stages. We have the startup stage, we have the growth stage, and then we have the recovery stage. The startup stage is typically the 0 to 1 years, earlier years of the organization. And this is the stage in which businesses have an idea, they have for a product or a business, and they are looking at, converting that into a business idea. Now, as a business coach, this is a time where we spend a lot of time with the business owners on strategizing and planning the actual business concept to their idea. This is the play we spend a lot of time on their planning, the business planning, right? So, what do we do here? We are looking at a lot of information that is coming from outside the organization. Why? Because we don't have data, we don't have historical data. So we're looking at external outside the organization. We're looking at what are the market demands, what are the competition doing, what are the trends in the market, and then we're collating that to our own product and services. So this is the time where we start validating the idea and looking at how much of a business concept will actually work out to be in the future, right? This is where we
Absolutely.
question a lot of the assumptions which have been made by the business owner when they started the organization, right? So, and this is also the time when we are going and looking at what are the metrics that we need to establish to figure out if whether we are actually succeeding or failing in the business, right? So, broadly, I would like to say this is the stage where we are exploring and validating and strategizing the entire business plan. That's the role a business coach will play in this startup stage. Then we have the growth stage. Typically, this is 1 plus to 5, 6 years, depending upon an organization, but these are the 8 years that we are looking at. Now, during these time, the business has already established. They seem to be having a steady growth of revenue coming from their existing products and services. Now we are looking at questioning the mediocre. We do not want to continue at the same pace of growth as before. We want to actually accelerate that growth. So, what is it required to accelerate that growth? And this is where the business coach will come in and explore with the business owner various options of accelerating that growth. This could be a new segment, a new product line, a new service line, increasing the distribution, reaching deeper penetration into the market or a wider penetration into the market, adding new products and services, any and all of these things, right? So again, the business coach here is going to question why are we working at this pace? Why are we growing at this pace? What is this holding us back? What else can we do to increase that pace? And set up those ecosystem to increase and create an exponential growth for the organization, right? So this is the stage where we're looking more of leveraging what we have and creating that exponential growth. So again, both of them, the approach is different. The focus on what we're going to be looking at is also going to be different. Correct? CK, would you want to add to the next one?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, having worked with both categories of customers, the approach is so dramatically different. In fact, I can just give a very recent example of working with a client which is just launched a new product about they got the product ready about 6 months ago, and they were ready to go to the market as a startup, pure startup. And they had already developed a product with some basic market research done by some interns, and they believe that that is information is good enough to get going. Right? And once we started talking to them about, why are you looking only at this geography? Why not a larger geography? They did not know how to go there. We said we can find a solution to that. How are you going to cover the market? They said, no, we will, with our name, we can get across. I said, no, you need to have a sales team to actually go and, or at least a salesperson to go and cover the market. See, each one of those were decisions which they had to take in terms of their product strategy or hiring. And quite often, at the startup stage, because you're not generating revenue, you tend to hesitate on expenditure unless you're funded fully. So within
Correct.
a month of the discussion of business coaching, I think their whole approach changed. They actually hired somebody who went to the market and found that their product pricing was totally off the mark, right? So I had to come back to the drawing board again and come up with one more product which is slightly more like a value product and keep the current product as a premium product. So quite often in startups, a lot of them are based on assumptions. And when you actually
Correct.
go to the market, you find many of the assumptions don't hold, right? And so a lot of it is business planning. A lot of it is looking at market coverage, strategy, and things like you spoke about, Neetu. When I come to the growth phase organizations, right, it all depends on the vision of the founder, right? I had this founder who wanted to grow his company from 5 crores to 50 crores in 3 years' time, right? Now that will not happen the way you normally work. So we had to
Correct.
relook at, what is the geography being covered? Do we need to cover only South India? Do we need to cover all India? Right? Are we going to cover only one segment or two segments or three segments? Are we going to look at export business? Are we going to look at only domestic business? So there was a product strategy part, there was a market coverage strategy part, there was a channel strategy part, and then there was a marketing and branding part, and then there was the hiring part. All these elements had to fall into place for the company to go into a rapid growth.
Got that.
And just to build on that, in fact, that company actually grew from 5 crores to 9 crores to 18 crores to 25 crores in 4 years' time. Right.
Fantastic.
So they were on their own, they would not have been able to do it. But because of working very closely with the business coach, they were able to. Right.
Got that.
So I think the approach is very different in both these phases. Right? The other phase, which I normally, spend a lot of my time on, I call myself a business doctor, like both of us do that, is companies come to us when they are stuck, when their business is struggling, when their profits are down, when their revenue is down, they're losing out to competition. They really don't know how to, get to the next level. And that's what we call the recovery phase.
Good.
Now, in the recovery phase, the approach and actions are very different because one has to really spend time with the founder, the founders, the leadership team, with each of the guys who are covering the market in terms of what's working, what's not working, what is competition doing differently, what is their strategy, what is our strategy, what is their team structure, what is our team structure, what is their distribution strategy, what is our distribution strategy, how big is the market, right? And quite often I find that companies which are at 20 crores, 30 crores, when I ask them in terms of the size of the market, it could be a couple of 100 crores, it could be 500 crores, 600 crores. And I say, look, why are you settling for 20 crores? Why can't you sort of look at doubling a turnover in the next 2 years or 3 years if you really go after the market? So I think a recovery phase involves a change in mindset that look, what
Correct.
worked in the past will not work in the future, right? So it's actually again getting back into a drawing board stage like a startup phase. You're relooking at your product strategy, you're relooking at your market coverage strategy, you're relooking at your channel strategy, you're relooking at your competition, and then looking at the marketing and branding and the team structure that will be required to actually deliver that growth. You know, and I think the recovery phase I find is a good phase to sort of reboot, or what I call reinvent yourself, reset yourself, get your team to start thinking externally based on opportunity rather than focusing internally on the problems.
Got that.
More often than not, in a recovery phase, the team is blaming everybody else.
Hmm.
Market is not good, competition is very tough, we are not getting good people, we are losing good people. No, you get into the typical culture of giving excuses,
Correct.
right? And I think the business coach role is to say cut the excuses, right? Let's get down to business, right? And I
Excellent.
think that is the change, that let's look at the market opportunity. Let's say if we want to get 20% of that share, or 15% of that share, or 25% of the share, what do we need to do differently, right?
Got that.
So I find that the recovery phase is a great time for any organization to sort of reboot itself.
Got that.
And once they have rebooted themselves, I think they're good to go for the next 3 to 5 years because they change the way they go about the whole market, right? So if you really look at it, the startup phase approach of business coaching is totally different. The growth phase is different. The recovery phase, I would say, is a combination of startup and growth,
Makes sense.
right?
Absolutely.
And when you put those two elements together, you get back into a recovery path, right? And once you've gone beyond the growth phase, the next phase which I like to talk about with clients is, okay, now we're talking about growth and revenue. What about growth and profit, right? Why are you doing business? You're doing business to make money, right?
Correct.
And making money is not a bad thing, right? You need money to reinvest back in the business for growth, right? So in the next session, what we're really going to talk about is how to how to drive profitable revenue growth and not just drive revenue growth.
Makes
I
sense.
think that is really
Absolutely.
what makes a difference. Yeah, thank you. So with that, I think we are done. Yeah.
Okay.